All right. Greetings, and good morning, everybody. Kenny J with GOBE Trade House. I want to welcome everybody to Coffee in the Morning with GOBE. We do this call every Monday through Friday at 10 a.m., giving you motivation, inspiration, and strategy. All right, super excited to see our GOBE Trade House Foundation on this morning. We're very excited this morning. Reason being, guys, is we're coming off a live New York session. Okay, I had a really good New York session. If you were on the New York session this morning, all right, and you actually were able to hit take profit on, I believe it was trade number 8, trade number 9 on the run up the bag challenge. Let's get some dollar signs in the chat right now, guys. Let's get some dollar signs in the chat. If you hit TP, and shout out to everybody who woke up for what I like to call the early bird session. All right. I really enjoyed the New York session. The markets are moving. I see all the dollar signs. Let's keep them coming. Let's keep them coming. Absolutely. All right. The New York session, I call it the early bird session. We know the early bird gets the worm. Okay. So we are up early, and we had about, I think, 55 future millionaires, entrepreneurs on this morning participating, engaging in such a beautiful practice of group economics and just another great display of what we promote here inside of GOBE Trade House. So shout out to everybody who not only participated this morning, all right, but also were able to take the trade and increase their account some this morning, okay, with that particular trade on the run up the bag challenge. All right. So we will be doing a trade review very shortly. We do have another open trade. All right. That continues to get very close to TP. I still think we're very good on it. It was just a few pips out less than 15 minutes ago. So I think we're still really good on our British pound USD trade. So everybody just hold on tight and hold on to your seatbelt, and we should be smashing TP on that pretty soon. I think that was a good call out. So before we go ahead and dive into the call, we have a pretty cool panel this morning. Um, Before we do that, guys, I just want to see if there's any new people on right now. If there's any new people who are just now getting started inside of GOBE Trade House, all right, or if this is your first time on a coffee in the morning with GOBE, go ahead and drop a 111 inside of the chat box. First time on a coffee in the morning with GOBE, or if you're just now getting started inside of GOBE Trade House, go ahead and drop a 111 in the chat. 111 in the chat, guys. Any new people? New people. 111 in the chat or first time on Coffee in the Morning with GOBE. New people going once, new people going twice. All right, perfect. So we have our GOBE Trade House Foundation on this morning. This is perfect. All right, so we can go ahead and move on to the call. All right. So basically, guys, I'm going to go ahead and start off with the quick trade review and drop a couple nuggets. And we're going to keep the baton moving this morning. Like I said, we have a pretty awesome panel this morning with some of our GOBE Trade House leaders. All right. So let me go ahead and lower this a little bit. All right. Okay. No one's messing with our click, right? The sniper crew, we're smashing TP again. So this is my favorite pair, the Swiss franc versus the Japanese yen, everybody. So what did we see on this pair? All right. So anybody who's been in GOBE Trade House for a while, you know that we've continuously hit higher highs on this particular pair. Okay. All we've been doing is following market structure. So yesterday we actually got into this. I saw an opportunity on this pair, and I talked about it this morning on our New York session. So yesterday we saw an opportunity right around. Let's see if I pull up my short. It was right in this range. Oops, let me pull it along. Excuse me. Boom, right there. Okay. So yesterday I saw an opportunity where price was really respecting our 9 moving average and our 50, but it was kind of right below it. So we were waiting for it to get a break and retest, right? So this is the candle yesterday on the session, the Asian session. this candle was the candle where we were indecisive. We were saying, look, this is kind of it's an indecisive candle. It's not making a decision yet, but we saw a lot of bullish pressure. And once we got a break and a retest on our 9, we said, you know what, this would have been a good trade to get in. But it was kind of late at night last night to do a run up that we missed out on this opportunity. And this trade ended up smashing 10 pips last night for what we marked up. So when we got on the New York session, okay, when we got on the New York session this morning, let me pull that back just a little bit. The same exact thing happened, right? So we ended up getting more bullish pressure, okay? And another ascending price channel was created. And it shot up, right? Okay, so the same thing that it's been doing, it'll go into a horizontal price channel, consolidate for a little bit, boom, hit a new level, give us a higher high, right? The shoot can go back into an ascending price channel. You know that we're looking for buy opportunities in the ascending price channel. So what we saw, guys, on the session, I believe it was this candle where we got into the trade, okay, which was just a couple hours ago, a few hours ago. So on this particular candle, you guys, it was right above our 9, and we had a lot of bullish pressure. So myself and Joe and Jordan, we said, you know what? It was the first trade we marked up on the call, but it was a great opportunity, so we took it. Okay, we said this is going to create a higher high. All right, and shortly after the session, we ended up getting our bull candle, okay, and we were able to smash 10 pips right here once we created our higher high. And now it's shooting back down, guys, okay, and more than likely, just like it's been doing, we're gonna get a higher low, probably near the 50. And guess what we're gonna do once it gets a higher low? You know, we've been hawking this pair like crazy. Once it gives us a higher low, if a price is near our 9 and near our 50, once price closes above it again, we'll just take it again once it creates another higher high. We're just gonna take it for another buy, right? So we're just gonna take advantage of CJ and everything it's given us. We're taking advantage of every move in the market when it comes to looking at this pair, okay? So I'm really excited about this, guys. This is another win for GOBE. But again, I see another opportunity coming soon. So we see another opportunity coming soon. So everybody just be patient. And once it drops back down for a higher low, we'll be able to get in for another buy opportunity. All right. So another win for GOBE Trade House. And when it comes to our other trade, I don't know if Joe Threats is on. Joe, if you're on, brother, okay, I see you're driving right there.
Yeah, I'm on. I think we smashed 10 pips though. The parameters was off for 20 pips, but if you set it for 10 pips on GU, it should have smashed like during the New York session itself. If we can put those parameters in there for GU.
Hold on, I can go ahead and do that on my side.
You grab it. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I can do that.
I'll pass it to you, brother.
Thank you. Thank you. Apologies. Right now, I'm just getting my tan at the beach, as you can clearly see from my background.
Hey, Jordan, when'd you get here?
Hey, JP, I actually got in last night, man. I missed you.
I'm at the spa right now, man. I'll meet you in about 30.
All right, cool. We'll get some of my my favorite drink whenever I go out to the Caribbean. But before we make those plans, JP, let's take a look at GU. Hold on, let me get the parameters right here. So first, here's the screen where GU is at. Go ahead and do this on the 1 hour. Make sure I circle our candle that we got in. And that was right at 6 a.m. Okay. So, oh wait. I forget I'm on, I gotta change this around because I'm not on in New York time anymore.
It was a bullish candle on a 1 hour time frame after the bearish candle at 4.
Yeah,
So
I
we'll
think
straighten it high. So
we got in right on this. So right at the close of this candle right here, we got in at this candle right here. But now that's on the 1 hour. But if we go ahead and zoom in on the 15, we could see right here. So here is here's our candle right here. And our parameters for this pair were 989. Okay. So for those that are still in this trade, you haven't hit your stop loss yet, and I don't believe it is going to hit the stop loss because it's been respecting our 50 on the 15-minute time frame pretty well. But we came into this particular candle right over here, and hold on. And so when we came in on this candle, our goal was to, even though we set up a 20 pip accidentally, if we pull back and get to our 10 pips right here, we could see that this candle alone right here, this 15-minute candle alone right here, was able to get to our 10 pip destination right over there. Now, even if you didn't get there specifically, you did have this candle right here that wicked off, creating this next high right here. And you also had this candle creating this higher high right here, allowing you to get to your 10 pips. And again, it was a good trade. Even if you experience a little bit of drawdown, we could see that on the, if we zoomed out just a little bit, our 50 EMA was well respected. In fact, we could see this last 15-minute candle is also respecting our 50 EMA as well. I do believe that GU is going to continue to push up. I do like the bullish market structure, and I really don't see any confirmations right now that we're going to slow down in terms of that bullish momentum. So moving into the Asian trading session, what I would really like to see is ideally price getting past this point right here, and that could be a door opening for us to more value in terms of getting more out of GU than we currently have so far. So we'll definitely keep an eye out on this pair. I myself am looking at the key area of about 1.42200 before calling out a manual trade. And for those that have the, not to switch subject, but for those who have the Autobot, definitely make sure that it's set to long for GBP USD. I definitely like the outlook for this particular pair throughout the remainder of the week, and I can't wait to take advantage of more opportunities that we got.
Absolutely. If you want to just hold that position really quick. So this is another win here. Trade number, what was that? Trade number 10?
That was trade number 10.
Trade 10. Okay, awesome. So it's definitely really respecting that 50. And it seems like every time it comes back to the 50 and creates that higher low, it pushes right back up and shooting near that minor level of resistance. So the two moves I see here, we might be able to take this for another buy if it breaks. Or I believe so. Is your blue and that your other MA, is that your 20 and your 10, or?
Yeah, so the blue's the 10 and the orange is the 20, and the
Okay.
green's the 50 right there.
So once we get another a break above our 20 and our 10, and it retests it, respects it again, we might be able to get back in for another buy for another quick 10 pips. But obviously the next big move is the breakout of that next level of resistance, that minor level resistance, retest it as a new level of support. And once we get a breakout, we're going to get another higher high. Like you said, moving on, possibly early Asian session, or maybe possibly even during the Asian session. So I see two opportunities coming on British pound versus the USD, and we're just going to take what the market gives us. So this was another good markup right here, and another win for GOBE Trade House. But definitely good review and good call out, Joe. Absolutely. Great call out, Joe.
Team effort. So appreciate it. Looking forward to the next trade with everybody.
That's right.
Absolutely. So I'm going to go ahead and get my spa day plans going with JP, and we'll pass it along.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, guys. So yesterday, I actually wasn't on a call yesterday with Coffee in the Morning with Gobi. All right, but we yesterday we were able to announce that Gobi Trade House is headed to the Bahamas to go take over the Bahamas, guys. So if you're excited about the second, okay, Gobi Trade House trip in 2021 vacation, group vacation, let's get some 777s in the chat. Guys, I am so excited to go out the country with everybody. The Bahamas is going to be a great location. We're going to get some great marketing material, some great lifestyle footage. All right. I know a lot more details are coming soon. We're discussing it with some of our leaders who are helping with uh, uh, our travel inside of Gobi. But guys, this is going to be an amazing trip. So everybody who wasn't able to attend the Miami trip, I know Carlos has been working on the lifestyle footage for it. The lifestyle footage should be dropping very soon. And that's going to be something we could really, really use to vamp up the marketing. Okay. Because a lot of the times, guys, some people they want to come into businesses and they want to make money. Okay. Some people want to build relationships. Some people want to have fun. Some people want information. Okay. So, but whenever you are able to promote the lifestyle, attraction marketing is one of the key things that's going to bring you a large customer base. All right. So this is a reason why we want to actually start promoting the lifestyle, start promoting the trade and travel movement. And for you to actually attend these trips is something that's going to be huge and beneficial to your business. Okay. And another way you can approach some people, you can ask them, have you ever been on a group vacation before? Okay. Whether they say yes or no, if they say yes, I'm pretty sure they're going to say absolutely. And when I did, I had an amazing time. Right. Well, we have a group vacation coming up outside the country to the Bahamas. Okay. With a bunch of people who have of like mind, who are potentially future millionaires, okay, who are learning how to master how to trade Forex, okay? And guys, this is something you could actually bring up to people and ask them, would you be interested in going on a group vacation? And that's an interest piquer right there. Okay. From there, you could provide your links, provide the information about Gobi Trade House, invite them to a power hour, but it's another way to pique interest. Okay. Myself, Carlos, as you know, Gobi Trade House, initially was not Gobi Trade House. It was just Gobi, just a generation of bosses empire. And we were part of a travel company. Okay. We had a group of travel agents. And one of the main reasons why we want to push it so hard is because we know how powerful promoting the lifestyle with attraction marketing could be, not only towards for Gobi Trade House, but for your own personal business. Okay. I remember me and myself and Carlos, whenever we first did Gobi back in 2014. Okay. Within the first couple months, we put together a cruise. Okay. Which is something I would love to do eventually inside of Gobi Trade House, which is a cruise. The cruises are cruises are amazing. Okay. And I could see that coming down the pipeline. And we gave ourselves 6 months to promote it. And when we first started our network, we only had about 200 to 300 customer base inside of the original Gobi when we were travel agents. Okay. And after we came back on the cruise, after 6 months, the network blew up to over 2,500 members in a matter of, it was less than 90 days. Okay. And the key thing was that marketing video. It was that lifestyle video that actually went viral on YouTube. It's still up there today. Okay. So using these videos to pique interest along with our auto buy, along with our digital products, along with our live sessions, okay, our motivational calls, all the our education, everything we provide in Gobi is going to be just an incentive for people to get started or to at least have their mind open to something new and a new lifestyle for themselves. All right. So I'm really excited about this Bahamas trip. I know that we're going to put together an amazing plan where everybody could come out and enjoy it. All right. But salute to everybody who actually went out and voted. Okay. And some of the other places, guys, I know some people voted for other places that we were going to go, but this is just the beginning. This is just 2021. These other places, guys, we're going to also hit these other places that was on our poll list. Okay, so this is just the beginning. We're going to have more trips coming in 2022, 2023, 2024, because we are going to continue to build to be a legacy company. All right, and we're not going to stop. All right, so with that being said, guys, I'm just really excited about that. I just want to share my excitement about the Bahamas because I wasn't on Coffee with Gobe yesterday morning. But I'm going to go ahead and bring up the first person on our panel this morning, our sister Cletus. Cletus, how you feeling this morning?
I'm doing great, Kenny, other than You woke me up at 3 something this morning.
Absolutely,
And
absolutely. I hope you got a
yeah,
hot
you
cup of
came.
Bustelo with you.
You came in my spirit, and when you came, and the rhymes began to follow. And I laid there and tried to go back to sleep, but I couldn't. So the rhymes continued to come. So I got up and I started to write. So I want to change the flavor a little this morning because I know the ones coming after me, they're going to bring the fire anyway. So this is what Kenny J started with me this morning early. And it's simply called GOBE Team. Hey, Kenneth J, what do you say? Man, I came to tell you you're on your way. Started a business on a whim. Man, Kenneth J, you're a heck of a gem. That guy Pond, what a heck of a son. Standing side by side. Someone said he'll never be nothing. Oops, oops, somebody lied. Hey, my fake kid blew the top off the lid. A computer whiz and hard to trace, all three together in a marathon race. Ask him about GOBE, the computer kid, all the things he made happen. Oh, yes, he did. Hey, Mike T, standing tall with all three, known for great marketing, as you can see, bringing them in like the king bee. Jordan Rosaria, soon rolling in dough. He's all over the place. Can't keep up with him. He's the man to call if you're ever on the limb. Hey, Joe, they call him the Forex Trader Pro. Created Lunch and Learn to help us all learn and earn. Alfonso, also rolling in dough, he showed us all that it can be done. I ain't mad at you, son. Roll on, son. Dave C., you're awesome. What you gonna be? Man calling out signals that Dave sure can see. John Polk, this man is no joke. Forex, crypto, gold, all three. Man, John Polk, what you gonna be? Hey, Vincent J., man, what you say? Giving signals and bringing deuces. Know how to brighten your lowest day. Hey there, guy named Gary. Gary, you better be wary. Sitting calmly behind his desk, trusting the Lord to become his best. D. Andre, Chica Simone, you thought I was through. You thought I was gone. No, I saved the best for last. The queen's coming from behind. Out of the way, fellas, they're moving fast. Slowly behind. And to all the rest of you, if I didn't call your name, you're doing your thing, exhibiting the same. After all, it's a family affair, like the lion and the lioness, all in the same lair. Together we stand, divided we fall. GOBE team players standing together. The GOBE family standing tall. Back to you, Kenny.
Let's
Be blessed.
go. Bars, bars. Let's go ahead and get the 777s in the chat.
Wow.
Miss Cleveland.
Absolutely. That's what's up.
Wow, that was incredible.
That was good.
That was incredible. If we could somehow get that written out so we could put it in the groups, I really enjoyed that, guys. Get some 777 in the chat.
Or snaps.
Dropping bars.
And somebody said purr.
That was pure poetry, right?
Hey,
Everybody
that right
on.
there. Hey, that right
We
there.
love you, Miss
Damn,
Peter.
man.
Yeah, we love you.
That's a fire.
All right, we gotta have that in writing. We gotta have that in writing.
Yeah, definitely.
That
That needs to go on
hard.
something.
We love her. We love her, man.
Absolutely.
That from the other side right there, man.
That was
I'll take it.
Hey, Kenny started it.
I'm glad I could be the catalyst to those bars right there. We definitely needed that this morning to start off the call. I see why everybody doesn't want to go behind Cletus. That's going to be kind of hard to beat, right? So that was great, Cletus. Thank you for that. Thank you for sharing that. And it just goes to show, the community, the appreciation, and we definitely want to give that love back to you as well, and all the value you bring to GOBE Trade House and inspiring us okay, and bringing everything you bring to the community. You're truly an asset to GOBE Trade House. We really appreciate you.
Thank you, Kenny.
Absolutely, absolutely. Look, next up, I want to bring up my brother Jordan. Jordan Rosario, how you feeling this morning, brother? You got some bars for us this morning, or?
Well, I'm doing great, and then Cletus dropped that. I'm like, well, how am I going to top that off? But we're going to try as we will. So, you know, all I will say is I want everyone to take a look behind me at my background right here. This is what I'd like to call a vision for everybody to see. You know, we got some time before our Pippahamas trip, but it's about 3 to 4 months from now. It's not we've got time, but we don't got a lot of time, as I like to think. You know, this is where we need to go ahead and we need to push ourselves to be, you know, we really want to improve either on the trading side, the marketing side, or both, depending on what you want to do. And the cool thing is we've got the community right here where we want it to. We've got a lot of I would say we have a lot of exciting things that are going on. You know, we have that daily pay that's coming up. You know, I'm very impressed with how we got everything put together for the Autobot as well. I definitely see some exciting developments taking off with the Autobot as well. And, you know, there are a few traders out here. Now, I'm not going to call any names, and you might get a surprise trade review for some of these people because I didn't forget. But we've got some amazing traders right here. And this is where we are in May of this year. May of this year. Remember, we only started in now, of course, we had the community back when we were with that other company. But I really think that GOBE really started, our vision was truly started back on January 1st when we got this thing into place. And to see the amount of growth, the amount of leadership that some of our sniper analysts, that some of our tenured members, you know, all the people that are here, we are doing what we need to do, and we've got everything put into place at the right time. And, you know, I'm very excited for the future. You know, I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody's success story right here. And I will say one more thing before I go. Just remember, through the ebbs and flows, you will control where you want to go. Go be great and go be blessed.
Absolutely. And everybody's coming with the bars this morning. Let's get some 777s in the chat for our brother Jordan, always dropping nuggets. And guys, I'm super excited about everything that he's speaking about, right? The daily pay, the instant residuals. This is something that's going to be huge with our type of compensation plan. The profit share from 40% to 60% on each sale, plus the residual, the reoccurring, guys, along with the daily pay, has never been done in the industry. This would be the first time that something like this has been done in the industry with our type of pay structure. Okay, so this is going to be something that I think that's going to attract a lot of marketers, a lot of people who are looking to build residual income, but also to make a day to learn and to make money on a daily basis. Okay, and that's going to be something very exciting. This is something that is going to be coming down the pipeline sooner than later. We're currently working on the transition right now with our systems, so we can go ahead and implement this, guys. So you could actually make a sale, and then by the end of the day, it's in your checking account. And I cannot wait for everybody to have this. And like I said, I have my own affiliate link as well, and it's going to unleash the beast on me as well. So we are going to hold each other accountable, make goals. And I think that's going to make an incentive for people to really get out there and build that residual income for themselves and build their own customer subscription based business inside of GOBE Trade House. It is absolutely worth it. And a shout out to you, Jordan, Mike Taylor, for putting together that Autobot meeting. Okay, that is amazing. It's also located inside of the back office. So anybody who missed it, make sure you can go inside the back office. And anybody has any questions about the Autobot, if they missed the meeting, they can go back there and get all of the details. When I mean they really went into the details, how to set up your Autobot right, okay, and actually start having success with it. So definitely, guys, that's something else that's extremely valuable. If you have any new people, if that's how they got into the business, they need that Autobot. It's back there in the back office where they can get information on how to use it better, because it definitely works when the parameters are set up correctly. And again, it's absolutely worth it. Okay. So next up, we have our sister Lorraine Warford. Lorraine, are you on right now? How you feeling this morning?
I am awesome.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome. Good to see you. The floor is yours.
I have to apologize a little bit at first. I have not closed my eyes in over 24 hours due to insomnia and excitement. A lot has happened over this last couple of weeks, and I just wanted to share a little bit. I don't know, maybe you have felt this way where you feel like your life is on a treadmill, or where you're just running and not going anywhere. Or maybe like I felt one time, sitting on the couch thinking life is going to stop for you to think about where you're going to be going or what you should be doing. It doesn't happen. The last couple of weeks, I was in that mode, and I couldn't understand why, like what was happening, what was going on. I know different things I was doing. I had to actually take an inventory of what I was doing. One of the things I found out, okay, what I was eating is truly true. You are what you eat. I was eating garbage and I felt like garbage. It was messing me up. So I had to change that, which I did. Another thing that I had stopped doing, it was the meditation. I was doing Bible reading in the morning. I had stopped that because I was too tired. I wasn't able to do it. So I had to change that. So I was starting to feel a little better. But then there was still something else that I couldn't figure out what was happening, what was wrong. And so Saturday, I was feeling a little better. Sunday, I got up and I was cleaning, everything was good, but there was still something missing. And so I was watching TV. I was watching a show, the new show that came out on Prime was Underground Railroad. Now we've watched, I'm sure all of us have seen slavery movies or what have you, many of them. And a lot of times, some people in my mind used to say she used to hate watching them because of the negative parts in it. But see, me, I always looked at it differently. I always watched for the reason or what made the slaves leave, or how did they overcome their fear in order to run. They allowed their drive to overcome that fear so much, even though it meant death for them if they were caught, but they didn't let that stop them from still to do what they could to get away, to get that better life that was that they were owed, And so I was thinking about that. I don't know, for some reason it kind of hit me kind of hard that day, and I was thinking about myself, because I remember last week I was talking about fear of success. And the whole week, for some reason, even though everything I said was true and everything, but somewhere that fear of success didn't make sense to me. I'm saying to myself, that does not make sense. What are you afraid of? What? And so I started thinking to myself, well, have I had a moment where I was so afraid but still pushed through? And I thought about the scariest time ever in my life was probably before I moved to Texas. My ex-husband came this close to killing me. And nothing was close than death. It was a scary moment. Only thing I could think of is like, I have to get away. I have to. The last couple of weeks, me and my son actually locked ourselves in a room until we were able to have that moment where we can run and nothing was gonna stop. What's more scarier than going to the unknown, traveling halfway across the country by yourself? Fear, but yet I did it anyway. And so looking at that and really comparing, I thought about it. I said, well, nothing else, if that couldn't stop me from moving forward, then why should anything else? Sometimes they say sometimes if you look at something that's, if something is going wrong in your life, to compare it to something else that's worse. And if it doesn't add up, then it's like, what's going to stop you from moving forward? Hopefully that makes sense. What I just said. So that's in a sense is what I had to do. Is like, is my fear of success worse than almost being killed? And it's not even by a long shot. So it's like, it pushed me so much to the point that it actually the hill that I have been trying to climb up for years, I finally was able to see my way up, see myself going up, because now I get it. I got it. It's like I finally understand. I'm connecting the dots. I need to just push through. Just keep going. This is not that bad. Being successful is fine. It's great. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. So just push through whatever little hills you got to go over and do it and get it done. And so now it's like, now I found the motivation I needed. I actually, you know, I've been on Facebook for over 15 years maybe. And this morning was the first time I posted a video. First time. And I just did it. Just a short video just to get out there, just get myself prepared for so much more. Sometimes we just got to throw ourselves out there. And so yeah, ask yourself, so what's the chain that's holding you back? What is it that's got us locked in fear and still that we can't move forward? A lot of times it's just what we're creating in our minds. It's not real. A lot of times all we have to do is just take the key and unlock it. It's off. And that's all I needed to do, was just unlock that chain and just keep going, because there's nothing. Because now that I understand everything, now when I rise to the top, I cut all the strings. So there's nothing that's going to pull me back down. Because see, if you got those strings hanging, you can rise to the top now, but you still got something that's going to pull you back. But now that string is gone, I can float up and stay up. And that's what I'm looking forward to. And that's what I wish for you guys. And I love you guys. I thank you, Kenny and Jordan and Mike and who else? Joe. For everything that you have done, creating the platform. I really appreciate it. I feel myself actually coming out of a different shell. I mean, I've spoken in front of people before, you know, I've sang in front of people before, but yet it's different. I feel like I'm actually building something. I'm actually creating a new me. And I appreciate y'all for doing that. And I love you guys, and you guys go be great.
Absolutely. Let's get some 777s in the chat for Lorraine. Wow, that was awesome. Thank you for being so transparent, you know, about your personal life. And that's what this platform's about. You never know. I always say that the things that you go through is really not for you, it's really for other people. Okay. And it's really so your testimony can help other people when they go through the same things. They could hear it and they could be inspired to overcome as well. Okay. You never know, whenever you express yourself, your personal situation may inspire somebody to keep going, to overcome fear. Now, I love that topic, absolutely love that topic, because I believe it all happens in the mind, okay? And that's something we always talk about inside the GOBE Trade House, because you ask the question, what's holding you back? What's holding us back? A lot of the times, it's a paradigm, okay? It's that terror barrier. Once you start getting uncomfortable, you start feeling like you have to slow down and get back in your comfort zone, so you don't actually push through, you stay where you're comfortable. So how do you get out of that position of whenever you hit that terror barrier? You have to continue repetition. You have to continue to fight through. You have to continue to fail. And once you accept the fact that failure is a part of success and they cannot be divorced, it's part of success. Okay, failure and success are married, but it depends how you look at it, your perception of it. Because if you continue to fail forward, you're moving forward in the right direction. Okay, it's all about steps, brick by brick. Okay, you don't get a wall overnight, you build it brick by brick. And also, guys, sometimes, and I don't know if anybody can relate, give me a 111 in the chat if you ever felt before that, do I even deserve to be successful? Do I even deserve it? Some people they don't know that, hey, I deserve to be wealthy. I deserve to have this lifestyle. If someone else can become a multimillionaire, what's the difference between them and me other than what they know and the opportunities they got? The one thing that they have between you and them, or me and them, or us and them, is the opportunity, okay? How you took advantage of it. And the thing that separates everybody from being successful is their work ethic. That's one thing that no one could ever take away from you. Someone may be more talented than you. Someone may be even more gifted than you. Okay. They may be smarter than you. But if you lock in and say, no matter what you do, I'm going to work harder than you. Okay. Even if I'm not as great as you in this craft, if you work harder, you're going to be the winner in the end, because that's some things that some people, you ever met people who are just, we probably got people like this all in our family and all in our circle. They're super gifted, but they're stagnant, right? They cannot, for some reason, they're talented, they're a Swiss Army knife. Some of us may be like that right now, right? But for some reason we hit a level, and you see people around you, they hit a level and they're unable to break through that level. Okay. But someone else that maybe not as talented or gifted are very, very successful. What happened? That person possibly, they locked in on what they want. They had real goals. Okay. They drew out their vision. They know what they wanted in grave detail. Okay. And they worked their butt off until they manifested into existence. Okay. So that person, okay, was the one that could possibly be more successful than the other. So that work ethic is important. And I want everybody to know on this call right now, before I pass it to John Paul, that you deserve to be successful. You deserve the lifestyle that you seek. What you have written out on paper, okay, your goals, you're going to achieve those goals because you deserve it. If no one ever told you that you don't deserve the lifestyle that you want, you're hearing it right now on this call. You deserve to be successful for yourself, your family, your children, and your generation. All right. That being said, I'm gonna pass it to my brother John Paul. John Paul, how you feeling this morning? John Paul, are you there, my brother? Are you there?
Yes. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. The floor is yours, brother.
Doing good, man. Doing good, man. I just want to be brief with you. Hold on, let me take this mask off. I just want to be brief with everybody, man, this morning. Uh, it's just about, I just wanted to touch base on our trading journeys, right? Each of us, all of us, we're all one under GOBE, right? And I just wanted to tune in and just let everyone know on this call, you guys are here, Vincent, he'll always say, just to remember, you guys are on your own journey, right? You're on your own time frame, right? So there's many of us who are aiming to be, the whole goal here is to become a master trader, right? We make money, we travel the world together, right? But for those who individually want to tune in and up their individual trading knowledge, right? I just wanted to just let you guys know, and this is something that I'm doing for myself, and I think it'll be beneficial for everybody that's on this call, and hopefully for those who are able to come back and watch the replay of today's coffee, is to, this is a journey. To just understand, trading is for it. It's very similar to life, our everyday life. It's a journey, right? Um, and this is a new skill, right? This is a new skill. Uh, and with this skill right here, we have, when we first start off, and, it's a progression, right? When you learn something, you have to understand you have to crawl before you walk, right? It's a progression, right? And so that you can, record your progression, right? You can look back at, okay, I remember when I first started learning how to trade. I remember my first joined GOBE, right? Is to just document, right? Document your successes, right? Also document your learning lessons, right? So I recommend everyone to just go buy a notebook, right? Buy like one of those notebooks. It's like 365 pages, please, right? And from run up the bag trades or your own individual trades, write down, record your wins, right? And record your losses. And each of those, right? No matter if it was a win or matter of fact, let me correct myself, not a loss, learning this, right? record how you felt, record the environment you were in, record if you were actually taking a look at that trade, right? Or you take a screenshot, right? Take a screenshot of your phone, of it in your phone, and just remember, write down the confluences that you seen for that trade that was successful, right? And the same thing with those learning lessons. Record how you felt, how you was feeling that day, right? Were you happy? Were you just in days it just wasn't that day, right? You're having a bad day, or record everything, you guys, how you feel, what you ate that morning, right? What attitude did you have that day, right? And record the performances of that trade, whether if it was a win or a learning lesson, you guys. So at the end of the day, because there's many times in life to where we may take upon something new, and you may feel like you hit a roadblock, like a plat, like a wall, right? And you're trying to, every day in life, as for myself, I'm always looking to elevate myself, right? I'm always looking to push myself further, right? I'm self-motivated, right? Because so I'm always trying to push myself above and beyond, right? And I recommend each of you guys to do the same, right? Because I believe that, we have all the proper educational content and resources for each of us to become master traders, right? We have all those gems, all those training videos to where it's going to help you become a master trader if taken advantage, right? If you take this opportunity serious, right? So back in with your notebook, right? Just recording your life journey, right? So if you ever come to a point to where you feel discouraged, right? Or, you may have taken, a tough learning lesson, you're able to look back at your progress in history, right? And be able to highlight all your wins, right? You're able to see what you ate that morning or that evening. You're able to see the attitude that you had jot down, how you felt that day. You're able to look back at the influences of why you took that trade. That was a win, right? You want to tune in all your wins, you guys, right? You want to duplicate everything that you ate, similar foods around what you ate, the attitude that you had, right? That environment where you were at that time of that win. And I promise you, you guys, if you are able to duplicate and tune in and be able to look back at each of those wins and focus on those wins more than these learning lessons, you're gonna find yourself your breakthrough, right? You're gonna just elevate yourself to that next level. You're gonna break through that level of or that mind, that mentality of like, hey, that's stagnation, right? Feel like you're stagnant, right? That's gonna help you push past that next barrier, guys. To consider, what happens when price breaks the resistance, you guys? Bam, right? You take yourself to that next higher high, right? So, and it's very similar to life, you guys. Look back at your wins, bust to those levels of resistance, right? And you'll find yourself that next higher high, you guys. That's how you just continue to elevate yourself, you guys, in this journey, right? So we are in this is what we're in May. So from this point of the year to the end of the year, you guys, just track your progress. Track your progress. What's the point of having so many wins and you can't look back at the wins that you've had to give yourself confidence if you take a tough on this, right? You'll forget about the nice wins that you had. You can't even look back. There's no documentation. There's no history right there. So it's always great to be able to look back at history, very similar to how we look back when we marking up these charts, right? What do? We go back in history, don't we? Right? To give us more confluence of, if this is, if price can react the same, or if price breaks above a history high, or breaks below a history low, right? So it's very similar to life, you guys. That's all I got. Just track your history, you guys. Track your progression, you guys. I promise you, it's gonna help you get rid of those negative thoughts when you feel like you're stagnant, or you're not making progress, or you're at somewhat like a standstill. You'll be able to backtrack, look at all your wins, and that right there give you encouragement to continue pushing, you guys. I believe in each and every one of you guys. Love y'all. It'll be great. Have a great day. That's all I got.
Absolutely, absolutely. Great words from an excellent trader giving advice, guys. Let's get some 777s in the chat for our brother John Paul. Tracking your progress, very important, absolutely very important. But I really enjoyed the metaphor about life being very similar to the charts. Okay, so we got to look at ourselves, guys, like we are in an ascending price channel. Okay, there's gonna be higher highs, there's gonna be lower lows, there's gonna be higher lows, and then you're gonna have higher highs. That's how you got to look at your life in Forex. You are in an ascending price channel. Okay. But the only way you can get to higher highs, sometimes you have to get to that lower low. And that's where you're going to learn your lesson. That's interesting. LL, learn your lesson. Everything's bars today. So you're gonna learn you're gonna learn your lesson at the lower low, right? Until you get to that higher high. All right. And then eventually you're gonna break that level of resistance. You're gonna have a breakout, and then you're taking off, guys. You are in an ascending price channel. Everything is Forex. Okay. Our life is very similar to the charts. But the interesting thing is you don't get higher highs without lower lows. Okay. So you're gonna have your moments, and that's the moments where you really got to bunker down, okay, and really learn, really get to the education, really figure out what you did wrong so you can make adjustments, and you become better. Okay, this is my 5th year of being a trader, and I can tell you, I've had higher highs, I've had lower lows, and right now I feel like I'm in a higher high right now. Okay, but it's been 5 years, and a lot of people, some of you guys, way further along than I was my first 2 years of trading. Trading, a lot of you guys are okay, and I see it happening right now in our group because of chart participation, the community, a lot of different reasons. Some people are just extremely smart. All right, it took me time to get consistent. That's my real story. What's yours? It took me time. I had to go 6 months on a demo at one time to get my control my psychology. Okay, that's part of my story. What's your story? Everybody's gonna have their own path. Okay, everybody's gonna have their own path to have their breakthrough. And again, just in conclusion, backing off, because John Paul had a lot of talking points. I don't want to keep spinning, but if you really want to market yourself, document your story. There's no better story than your story. If you really want to brand yourself, guys, talk about where you are right now as a trader. Start a YouTube channel, start documenting on your Facebook page, and then maybe a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, when people see you getting the homes that you want, living the lifestyle you want, and they're going to see where you started and where you're at now. So people see the reality of this game. And the reality is, it's not overnight. The reality is you have to stay consistent, and you have to have drive, and you have to have goals, and you're going to end up getting to that higher high at some point. But document your story, guys. Everybody here, you hear on the coffee panel, everybody here has a unique story on their trade journey, and even in their personal life that is going to impact somebody. Just a nugget, but great talking points, John Paul. And thank you for your information this morning. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it to our brother Eugene, who's next on the panel. Eugene, are you there, brother? How you feeling this morning?
Kenny, you know I'm doing good, my brother. This is it. This is GOBE. We got to go with what we got. Y'all gave us some awesome information yesterday, and I just want to have a few words concerning the Autobot. Since yesterday, Let me see if I can share my screen so y'all can see what in the world I'm talking about here.
I got
I
you.
got three different
You should be good.
screens going on. Let me see if I can isolate this thing to the right one here. Okay, do y'all see my MetaTrader 4 screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, that worked. Now, what I'm showing here, these two wins and this loss here, that was from yesterday. So we always talk about, not, I'm talking about winning, but also why we caught an L on this particular one with the bot. And what I realized yesterday was that back here is where I turned on the bot for that particular pair. So it was going for a sell, right? I'm under the 50. So what I realized what happened was when I look back at it today is that it had switched. The trend had went on an upward trend. The bot was set to the sell. It took the sell right here. But as you see, it would had dropped below the 50, then it went back above. So that's what caused the loss here. Wasn't anything with the bot, wasn't anything that I did. It was just at the time that it took that trade is when it went the other direction. So today I got two trades that I won here. So the bot is doing what it's supposed to do. It's just that we have to be real careful to keep checking the direction of the trend. And long as we do that, for the most part, we'll come out okay. So that's just what I wanted to share, guys. The bot is doing its thing. I just went ahead and went up to 0.02 on mine. And I don't mind not taking as many pips to make sure I hit the trade. I just take 6 just to make sure I get it. And I just squeaked in under the wire with these two trades that came in today. So that's kind of what I'm looking at, just to make sure I do hit the trades. And if there is a problem, I know why it happened. So guys, if you're going to do this with the Autobot, just monitor it and check it periodically, at least a couple times a day, so that you see that trend hasn't changed on you, and you can still win that trade just by going in and changing it on your Autobot from longs to shorts or whatever you need to do, and you'll still come out good with the Autobot. Back to you, Kenny.
Absolutely. Dropping nuggets with the Autobots. Get some 777s in the chat for our brother Eugene, who has been really hawking this Autobot and narrowing down some really good strategies. Eugene also was the one who made the suggestion for the Autobot meeting. So let's get some more 777s in the chat for him for that, because I think that is extremely powerful and an asset to GOBE Trade House. And congrats on your success on the bot. But as you know, this is only the beginning, guys. As our capital grows, okay, as we complete more run up the bag challenges, as we become better traders, feel more comfortable adding more to the bot, all right, then these results, guys, they're going to get tremendous. Okay, we're still cracking the code. The Autobot clearly works. Okay, and he just gave you a couple tips, guys, about trend reversals. Make sure, guys, that you watch that training that Jordan Rosario did, and it's very important to get into these trades on the trend. Okay, on the long uptrend, short downtrend, check the trend, make sure you get in there. And I like what he just said about, changing it if it's going to do a trend reversal, and you're going to have more success. So monitoring the bot, paying attention to it is going to help you out a lot, guys. But everybody in GOBE Trade House has access to this thing, and the potential is tremendous with the bot. So start participating, start using it, and most of all, start sharing it, right? Because this is a hot product. I'm telling you guys, you guys can see the emails we get from other programs and people who want this thing. Okay, it is ridiculous, and you're going to see what we're talking about closing out 2021 inside of GOBE Trade House. We got a lot of plans. Next up, I want to bring out my brother Mike Taylor. He's going to drop some nuggets and close us out here. Mike Taylor, how you feeling this morning, brother?
I'm feeling good, man. How you know I got nuggets, bro? You know what I'm saying?
I know you stay with the nuggets, the sauce, and the honey ranch and all that stuff like that. So,
nah, man. I don't have a lot to say, but I can drop a couple words this morning. Appreciate y'all getting on this call this morning. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Cleta for that awesome poem. Definitely appreciate you even taking the time to I call it the GOBE characters. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know if y'all ever, just like you watch sports or you watch whatever, wrestling or whatever, certain characters that stand out, and she definitely, was able to pull those out and kind of, give a good vision. So I definitely appreciate those words. And I also shout out to JP and Lorraine for their words, and Jordan and Kitty as well. Lorraine actually said something that made me think, which is fear of success. Like, she's right, you know what I'm saying? I know I can attain to that, personally. I remember a point in my life where I would question, like, am I doing the right thing? Do I deserve this? You know what I'm saying? Am I doing something? Like, I used to sometimes feel like the world was against me. Like, bro, you must be doing something wrong you don't know about. You need to check your morals. You need to do something, right? But in reality, you do deserve it. And the reason you deserve it is because what she said about it. I normally don't talk about this, but since she brought it up, I'm going to go there. You know what I'm saying? Which is slavery. Me personally, when I think about that and I know what my people been through, I always get in the back of my mind, how dare you? And what I mean by how dare you is, how dare you complain? How dare you keep punching that clock? How dare you, you know what I'm saying, not go for everything that you have in front of you, because I can look at generations right before me, let alone going all the way back this far, that didn't have the opportunities that I have right now. I know people right now that's alive, that's much older than me, and all of this information that went over their head, they headed towards retirement, and they'll never even think about it, even go into this stuff. But their life could have been easier. So it's your job right now to make not only your life easier, because that's the first step. I know a lot of times we talk about, family and trying to help everybody, but the first thing you got to do is you got to help yourself before you can help everybody else. So that's step number one. You can't help nobody if you're struggling, right? You know what I'm saying? So number one is you got to get yourself straight. But when you get yourself straight, and this is the difference between doing this and a job. See, at a job, they're really only looking out for you. Like I explained to you yesterday, I was talking to somebody and they said when they retire, they're going to get their check every month, 80% of their income, as long as they're alive. But once it's alive, it's gone. Nothing for your family, right? Because that's for you. When you're doing stuff like Forex, when you're talking about building residual income, you're talking about abundance. You're talking about generational wealth. You're talking about not doing it for yourself. You're talking about having the ability to literally get yourself out the way financially in the next couple of years, and the rest of your life you can spend helping others. Like, it really could be like that, but you have to go for it. So you have to make a decision. Like, I forgot who said this, but I heard it, so I'm just gonna say it. When is it gonna be the new you? Like, when are you gonna decide that, hey, it's a new me today? You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to be on a special day. It don't have to be on your birthday. It doesn't have to be on New Year's. Like, you can literally wake up one morning and say, you know what? Whatever happened in the past, that's the past. But today, I'm gonna write it down. Like JP said, I'm gonna write it, because it's the first step. If you don't write it down, you ain't serious. Like, if you just having thoughts in your head and you just talking out the side of your mouth, but you ain't really wrote down a plan, a schedule, a time frame when you're gonna do these things you need to do, then you ain't serious. So that's another one of those first steps. There's a lot of first steps, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of first steps, but you definitely want to, like, when it comes to, like, I'm gonna kind of segue that, write it down, like you was talking about the Forex joiner, and I'm gonna switch it over to marketing. So the one reason I'm able to market with confidence is because I write down one thing, which is how many people watch my video. Like, to be honest with you, I'm never concerned with how many people sign up. I never worry about that because I can't control that. What I can control is how much information I put out. And by me putting out enough information, people are going to start asking me, hey, can I watch the video? Because that's the question I'm going to ask. When they first send me it, y'all got my script. When I first send the message out, the first thing I ask for is blah, blah, blah. GO.BE Trade House, here goes some proof, blah, blah, blah. Here goes a short video. Do you mind watching the full presentation? And I make sure that that person knows that it's $99. So now, if the person knows it's Forex, they know it's $99, they've seen the proof, they've seen the short video, and they say, hey, sure, send me the full presentation. Then the only thing I'm gonna write down, I got a list. It says 1 through 10. And every time a person agrees to watch that video because I qualified their lead, then I know that at least, at the very least, 1 out of 10 of those people are gonna sign up. Now, to be honest with you, if I'm being honest, it's really gonna be 3 or 4 out of 10 because I have a high close rate. They may not always sign up as soon as you send it to them. It may be a week later, it may be a month later, but eventually I'm gonna sign up at least 3, 4, maybe even 5 of those 10 people that watch the video eventually. However, I'm not depending on that. I'm depending on that 1 out of 10. I'm getting one of them like in the next 48 hours. You know what I'm saying? At least one, right? So now, once I recognize that, and here goes the beauty of numbers. See, once I recognize that I'm guaranteed 1 out of 10, now I get to write my own check. Now I get to go back and say, okay, well, how much information I need? If I want to get 3 people a day, then how much information I need to send out to get 30 people to watch this video a day so I can guarantee myself 3 signups? These are the things you need to start thinking about when you start thinking about this daily pay. Because I'm so glad we getting the daily pay because it's gonna bring back another hunger with me. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'll be the first to admit residual income make you a little lazy sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You wake up in the morning and man, you be about to grind, and then all of a sudden, man, you see you done already made $250 for the day, and now you got an excuse. You know what I'm saying? Now you know what? I need to work on this. So I need to do that. But when you know you're gonna get paid this same day, you like, I don't care what I made today. I'm gonna go add to it right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna add to it. So I'm really excited because it's gonna bring that real lion out of me. You know what I'm saying? It brings me back to the old school. Like I was telling somebody the other day, you know, somebody was saying like I had somebody that was subscribed for like 3 or 4 months and then eventually they left, right? And I said, to be honest with y'all, man, I'm used to getting paid once daily. You know what I'm saying? So even if somebody stick around for 3 months, it's a bonus to me from what I'm used to. You know what I'm saying? So if you could go out and get paid daily, and then even if it's a 60%, 70% of what you made the first month carries over to the second month because you at least kept 70%. How much you make at your job when you show up for 1 month and then don't do nothing the second month? Like how much do you make? Do they pay you anything residually for those hours? Do they give you any passive income when you refer people and they go out and get hours? No. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely not. Because the job, to me, you know, and this is something I learned a long time ago. Nobody told me this. This was just something that I was thinking about one day. I was like, man, these big business is huge, and people are smarter than you think. And these companies that's in your neighborhood, that's in these neighborhoods, what they do is they look around and they say, okay, so this is the cost of living in this area. This is how much the gas costs. This is how much the food costs in the grocery store. This is how much the rent costs. You know, everything, how much a car costs. They know everything. You know what I'm saying? So they got it down to a science. Once they figure out how much you need to bring to go to come to their job, go home, and just have just enough money, if that, because you might have to work a second job in some cases, depending on where you work. But just so you can have enough to come back, then that's what they do. They set it up the price. They already know what it is. So when you know you're in a, people always talk about Ponzi schemes. That's the scam. That's the scam. Like all they're saying is the difference between that and slavery is this. What they decided to do is they said, look, I don't want to house you. I don't want to feed you. I don't want to deal with your problems. I'm tired of chasing you when you try to run. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you enough money to get your own house, get your own car, get your own gas, get your own food, take care of your own kids. But I'm just going to give you enough to bring your butt back to the plantation. Go be great.
Mm-hmm. Nuggets, nuggets, nuggets. Man, wow. Let's get some 777s in the chat right now from Mike Taylor. AKA, I'll call Mike Taylor the job slayer, if you guys don't know, because that brother would make you want to walk off that job like immediately, like right after coffee with Kobe. Definitely great work, Mike Taylor, for the information that you're dropping. And you guys, you have to understand, you know, what he's saying about numbers, the law of averages, that turnover ratio. It's that type of training, guys, is very important to helping build your subscription-based business. And inside of the GOBE Trade House back office, if you have not been through the training yet, guys, you're really missing out on something that could really benefit your business. Mike Taylor has put together all types of different trainings from years of experience as an affiliate marketer that works, scripts, okay, where to pitch, where groups to post in, how to brand yourself, okay, and how to get the turnover ratio to work in your favor, okay, the law of averages, how to close, all that stuff is all back there, guys. So anybody who really, really, really wants to take advantage of that, make sure you dive into that training. So other than that, guys, this has been a very, very good morning. Wow, we had 2 winning trades. Okay, run up the back challenge trades. We had a very inspirational, motivational, educational coffee in the morning with GOBE. All right, and we still got the power hour tonight. Okay, at 8 o'clock. So everybody, make sure you invite to the power hour. The easiest way to have someone get inside of your platform. Power hour, 8 o'clock. All right. And we still got the Asian session directly after that. Okay. So other than that, guys, I want to thank everybody for tuning in.
Hey,
Brother Joe,
Kenny,
we got a lunch and learn today.
Kenny,
Yes, sir. We'll be doing lunch and learn. We'll take a 5-minute intermission and start back at 12:30 Eastern, 11:30 Central.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. So everybody stay tuned. Cletus, I saw you unmuted yourself. Did you want to say something?
yes, you mentioned yesterday to start putting things in the band. I just wanted to let you know, I just posted the poem in the band.
Absolutely. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Anybody wants to go revisit that poem, it's in the band, and we're going to put that to some good use. Our GOBE Trade House producers, let's get an instrumental to get behind that right there. You know, somebody, maybe we get Duke to rap it or something like that. I don't know.
I'll rap it. I don't care.
All right.
Could definitely get her a beat, brother. I've been making podcast beats for people all morning. So that's cool. Cool.
Absolutely. Absolutely, guys. So, all right, I had a good time with everybody this morning. Everybody have a blessed and prosperous day. And if you want to stay on for the lunch and learn, I'm going to stop the recording, pass the host power to Jordan Rosario. You guys just stay on, and the lunch and learn should start in a few minutes. All right, everybody have a great day. Go be great. Go be a beast. And we'll see you in the trade community. Peace, everybody. Have a good day.
I'll be right back. I'm just going to get this.